because you're trying to sit in 2 chairs, but you only got 1 butt. Now, pardon the vulgarity, but it's just to get the message across. Basically, understand that the universe, God, higher intelligence, providence, whatever it is you want to call it, doesn't respond to affirmations. It doesn't respond to techniques. Are we together? Are we together, my dear? Are we together, Onyango? It doesn't, quite frankly, even respond to necessarily meditation, part of the techniques. The universe only responds to one thing, just one thing. It responds to signal stability. Signal stability, or let's say signal clarity, or frequency purity. Are we together? I hope you guys can see. Perfect. 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 That being said, you're probably wondering, Tina, what do you mean? Stick with me, stick with me, stick with me. The universe only responds to signal clarity. And that is why you've been doing all these things. You've been focusing and blah, 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 but you're still stuck. Now, here's the thing. You're probably wondering, where does the concept of 2 chairs and 1 butt come in? Signal clarity or frequency purity, whatever you want to call it, indicates oneness with desire, with this handwriting could send me to Harvard Medical School. Oh, are you seeing the nails? It indicates oneness with the desire, with the desired reality. Now, oneness means dedication. It means devotion. Now, the reason your signal is fluctuating, the reason you're acting like Safaricom, for those who don't know Safaricom, ask your Kenyan friends, they will tell you. They understand what I mean by this. The reason your signal is acting like Safaricom, is because you're trying to be Houdini. You're trying to be a magician. When in this case, you can't, especially on the physical reality. When you're trying to sit in 2 chairs at once, that is a metaphor, basically saying you're trying to emit 2 signals at once, which are quite frankly contradictory to each other. Are you together? They're contradictory to each other. This means, for example, God, we need to get a bigger board. Let me know. We need to get a bigger board. I know, right? I know. So you're unconsciously, now this is the best part. You're unconsciously, you don't know. For you, you think you're consciously emitting a specific signal or aligning with a specific frequency. Is this mic working? I have to confirm. But in truth, you're emitting 2, let me see. Perfect. You're emitting 2 signals, which are quite frankly contradictory. Now, let me explain to you. Consciously, you believe you are emitting a specific signal, a signal that indicates abundance, a signal that indicates peace for those who want peace, a signal that indicates being loved by someone for those who want to manifest a romantic relationship, a signal that emits whatever it is, extrapolate whatever you want into this bracket, success, blah, 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 whatever. So you think because you believe or because you know, you think you are. You're not. Just because you think you're Nicki Minaj, does it mean you're Nicki Minaj? Just because you think you're Ariana Grande, just because you think you are whoever you think you are, do you think thinking that you are that person is enough for you to be that person? Exactly. So thinking or knowing or identifying or conceptualizing or being in the perception of this thing is not a clear enough indication to the universe that you are in a position to receive, experience, or have this specific thing. That being said, on a subconscious level, now on a subconscious level, you don't know. Are we together? You don't know, you identify with, or you identify as. Let's say you identify with, in this case. So, on a conscious level, you believe that you're emitting a frequency or a signal that is communicating to the universe, matters to do with abundance, peace, love, success. But on a subconscious level, you identify with scarcity. Look at you. You identify with lack. You identify with inadequacy. You quite frankly identify with everything that is opposite of what you consciously believe you are identifying with. Now, this is where the mismatch comes in. Because if the subconscious model or the subconscious story or programming, whatever word you want to use, are we together? if it is not in alignment with the conscious awareness, or at least the conscious knowing of, there's gonna be a mismatch. So it's like a addition. You're adding consciously, but you're subtracting subconsciously. That's why I'm telling you, you're trying to sit on 2 seats, but you only have one butt. This is seat 1, and this is seat 2, and you're trying to sit on both, but quite frankly, you can't, because you only have one butt. Now, that being said, this cut will be the end of me. Stop it. Stop it. Mama is working. So now you're probably wondering, Tina, how can I fix this? How can I fix this? I've worked with multiple clients, and this is one of the common factors that they are dealing with that is actually standing in their way. Because the thing is, you are not at the level where you still need to train yourself or master new knowledge or master new techniques. You are quite frankly a master who is just having to deal with an invisible enemy. In this case, the contradictory, the contradiction. So you're probably wondering, Tina, what can I do? Yeah, but this thing will not open. Wait. See, my body is dancing. Anyway, what? So the key here is to establish what? Signal clarity. We are going to establish signal clarity. Now, for you to establish signal clarity, first of all, you need to be aware of the distortion happening here. You need to be aware. So it begins with awareness. Now, for you to establish awareness, it's not just good enough for you to think, you know. You need to actively, intentionally focus on doing something or investing in something that is going to allow you to really dig deep and to actually uncover this subconscious tendency to contradict whatever it is you consciously want. In this case, I most of the time normally recommend journaling, because personally that's my way. For some people, it could be meditation. Are we together? For some people, it could be walking. For some people, it could be dancing. I'm going to tell you, whatever it is that you feel on a deeper level clears your mind and allows you to look at things from a deeper and more introspective level. I would like you to do that, because what happens is when you calm your mind, when you calm your mind, you calm your nervous system. Are we together? And when you calm your nervous system, automatically you become much more, you're basically in a better position to think objectively. Are we together? Not subjectively, not from a point of strong emotion or from a point of fear or from a point of dark perception. You get what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm trying to say? You know, I got the nails, so ladies, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? You get it? Yeah, I know you get it. You're so smart. Damn. Yeah. So once you calm your mind, you're able to calm your nervous system. Once you calm your nervous system, you're going to be able to think clearly. And when you're able to think clearly, you're going to be able to pick up on these things. I'm going to give you a theoretical example. You're journaling, right? Let's say you're journaling. And basically, let's create a theoretical scenario. Let's have a scenario first. Are we together? I hope you guys can see. Perfect. Let's have a scenario. You're dealing with the client, and they were supposed to pay you by a specific time. Are we together? They're supposed to pay you by a specific time. So in this case, there's some money you're waiting for from a specific person that is basically important to you. Now, it's easy to fall into the trap of panicking, getting upset, stressing your clients, pushing them. But what you need to, now this is where the lie comes in. You think that, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write affirmations. I'm going to focus on doing meditation. You basically do everything that the online gurus discuss. Stop. You basically focus on doing everything that you've been taught to do that is going to manifest this money for you. But in truth, affirmations and meditation do not work, because consciously you're trying to tell yourself that, you know what, I am calm, I trust in the universe's abundance, I believe my clients are going to pay me, blah, 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 blah. But on a subconscious level, the distortion comes in the place where you are operating from a place of fear. You're operating from a place of lack. Now, let me give you a prompt. So it's like, quote unquote, this is mental statement. Are we together? I know my client will pay me. That's what you would say as an affirmation, right? I know my client will pay me. That's what you say. I know my client will pay me. But I suspect they might either not pay on time or completely bail. Are you see what I'm trying to say? So you say that you know your client will pay you, but you suspect they might not pay on time. So the I know my client will pay me part is the conscious part. This is the logical update you're trying to ingrain in your mind. But the I suspect they might not pay on time is the subconscious knowing. Lock it, my friend. That handwriting is gorgeous. Are you seeing the difference? So when you believe one thing and you say another, and when you say you believe one thing or you affirm something mentally, but on a deeper subconscious level, you actually suspect another. It means you're doing unafanya hesabu za minus. Yeah, unafanya hesabu za minus. So what I need you to do, this now you see, do you see why now your signal has a problem? Because you're trying to emit the signal of I know my client will pay me, but the universe can never be cheated. God can never be cheated. God sees the heart of man. And what is your heart saying? I suspect they might not pay me on time. And the heart always wins, because the heart's frequency matches that of the brain. That's why we say we know things by heart. They're in my heart. They're not in your brain. They're in your heart. It's because the heart has access to emotion. Emotion has access to to strong charges, which program your subconscious mind. So are you seeing where the distortion is? So in this case, what you're gonna do in order to clear your signal? Are we together? What you're gonna do in order to clear your signal is you're gonna change that statement. So you're gonna say, I know my client will pay me, and I expect that they'll do it on time. We are not done. I suspect they might pay earlier. Are you seeing how I've restructured that statement for you? So basically, I know my client will pay me. That is the logical update. In this case, your conscious knowing. Are we together? Your conscious knowing of the event. This is the frequency. This is the material of the signal that you want to emit. And I expect that they'll do it on time. It aligns with the conscious update that you're putting. So to the universe, it says that, hey, this person knows they will be paid, and they expect. First of all, it communicates audacity, it communicates confidence. The universe loves that. Money loves that. Number two, it communicates to your body that you are expecting something safe, that you are expecting this thing to go through. So obviously you will be regulated. There will be minimal to no dysregulation on a physical level. Are we together? And finally, I suspect they might pay earlier. What does that confirm? It confirms completion of the transaction. Are we together? So if you look at how I've structured that statement for you, you will realize that all three parts of that prompt communicate the same thing: abundance, alignment. They communicate surety that this money is coming through. They communicate confidence in universal providence. They communicate trust in your clients, and they communicate confidence in yourself and in your work. Are you seeing? So compare what I've written and what you've been thinking. Compare how I've restructured this for you and how you've been structuring this shenanigans for yourself. And tell me if you will not see a difference. If you will not see a difference. Yeah. So basically, you're gonna grab, there's two journal templates that you are gonna grab for yourself that are gonna help you with this whole signal clarity thing. Are we together? There's the daily signal tracking journal template. I'm gonna put them up there. And number two, there's the distortion clearance template. So the distortion clearance template, the main function of it is to use it when a pattern keeps reoccurring, something you do not like, something that you do not feel is aligned with your reality, something that makes you feel like you're stuck. This is when you use this template. Are we together? It's a distortion clearing template. So when you use it, what happens is you're going to be able to awaken to the things that are happening on a subconscious level that you are not aware of. And when that happens, like I said, transformation begins with what? awareness. When that happens, you're going to be able to clock this shit out. And by the time you're done with those prompts, something's going to click for you. And number 2, the daily mirror journal. That one, you use it on a daily basis or once a day. It's basically what is going to keep you on track. Every day you track, you basically go through your day. Are we together? You basically go through your day. You look at what happens, and by the time you're done, over time, you're going to be able to start noticing small things, small shifts, small tendencies, small patterns. It's the basics that are keeping you stuck. Not the big things, not the formula, not the strategy, not the manifesting, not the advertising. It's the small basics that are keeping you stuck. So anyway, as we finish, don't sit on 2 chairs, because you got one. Bam. See you in the next video.